What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO and a recreation of the Salt Lake City International Airport. Last time we got some shops, some restaurants in. They're actually doing okay. I'm kind of surprised by that, to be honest. Well, Hard Rock is not doing well, 50 of 245, but maybe that'll improve. Beating my head against the wall down at this end. Basically, there is another set of bathrooms that exist down here, as well as another shop, restaurant, and the cheese place. The Beecher's Handmade Cheese. That exists next to the bathrooms that we don't have in here. Because there's technically 5 bathrooms. There's one here, these 3, and then another one at the far end before you get to all the gates at the, I guess, very far end. But I don't quite know what I want to do with this space. I feel like just doing seating down here might be a bit too much. But at the same time, dropping shops and restaurants here being too close to that one, I don't know. But basically the whole end over here is carpeted. Like, see, I feel like going all the way to here is just too much. So I'm kind of thinking here, but that would require putting in shops over here. So I don't know where I'm taking that. But we do have some seating. I do want to adjust this a little bit. We'll speed things up so we can get things done, because these pillars are also kind of up against the glass, if you will. I could probably do that. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of space between the pillars and the glass. There's maybe a foot and a half. But I'll come in and just tweak where those chairs live. Oh yeah, why did I do that? Leave the space in the middle. There we go. There is a shop down here. What is that? Oh, it is a tiny little shop. Okay. It's a small little shop that just lives here. I suppose... yeah, we'll do a small shop. Guess something like that. The register sits facing this way. There is a whole bunch of wall shelves of candy, newspapers, and the like. You're going to be a wall up there, so that's not going to happen. And that. Then there's some bigger shelves over here with candy, small souvenirs, if you will. We'll throw a couple pedestals in here with a little bit of candy souvenir-esque type things as well. And do we have... oh, it's just a dark... colored tile, so we'll drop you in like that. Give me some wall through here finally. We will add in a little bit of wall there and there. Where are you trying to go? Oh. You're a passenger trying to go to someplace you shouldn't be. Here. Staff. This whole area in the middle here is carpeted. We will throw some windows in. I think it's 3 large windows across. There we go. And can I get 2? No. But I can get a medium one here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Give me you guys. Rotate, rotate. And there are no seats right in front of the boarding desks. There's actually a considerably large amount of space, which is interesting. What did I do here? You can all go. There we go. And then we'll grab... I guess we'll grab these guys for right now. And I do need a pillar there, so we'll come back and clean things up. Yeah, I think that'll work. We will add in a few more chairs here. There we go. So that kind of takes care of this area. Still don't know what we're doing down here. There are a bunch of windows around the end, and it's all just seating there. Did I sign a contract? No, I did not. There we go. Where are you trying to go? You are trying to also go into that spot. Well, fine. There. Forget it. We've also been running into issues with folks here. Trying to go over here to here. That's why. Okay. For whatever reason, the wall that's not in place there is considered an open zone, which is odd because it's zoned as a secure zone underneath it. But we'll go ahead and we will do that. We are sitting on a bunch of money though, and kind of want to lay things out a little bit more. I don't want to spend all of it on a large stand. So we'll go into planning mode. We will... Large stand is going to live here. There's going to be another one next to it. Could I get a third? Oh, I could, and that would actually line up very nicely. So we're going to do 3 large stands over here. I'm going to go ahead and just grab a little service road right through here, and lovely. So that'll exist one day down the road. Let's go back in actual build mode, because I want to get some taxiway. So I've been going with 5 wide. That's probably a lot more than I wanted, but sure. I'm going to come up there, 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 and there. So at least I can get this properly laid out. Now there's questions as to how far up I'm planning on going. And I think I want a second taxiway. Normally with large flights I'll do 7. Medium flights I'll stick with 5. That would... Nope, that's not 7, is it? That's 8. If I did 14, that gives us a taxiway for arrivals, and then you pop up to the departure taxiway. Trying to decide if that's going to be... Oh, okay. I have a better thought process. Because I was thinking... Originally, you've got a taxiway in. Basically, it'd be... 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be along here. And it connects to all the stands down here. Now, I wanted to make sure that planes didn't, you know, get stuck waiting if they're on arrival, waiting for a flight to pull back and go to departure. And I was thinking about doing another departure run, and then a second departure run for the B gates, and then a second arrival run. But I think we'll just stick with a single B. Well, second, nope. Let's try that again. I think I'm going to go with an arrival for A, an arrival for B, and then a single departure for both gates. I think that's kind of where my head is at. That's not going to be... That's too much. Build. 8, 7 times 3 is 21, so it would go to here. I will go ahead and build that. Now, how frisky am I feeling here? Because part of me wants to build part of B. That's an interesting thought. Let's figure this area out first. So I mentioned before that there is a set of stairs that take you down if you didn't want to use the elevator or the escalator. I think I'm going to bypass that, but I still am going to add some stairs. But these stairs are going to be for staff, because we don't really have a way to get downstairs for staff. So I think that's going to be what these stairs are going to be for. I'm going to have to zone you as a staff zone, aren't I? So we'll drop you in. That way I can get rid of this one once we figure out what we're doing over there. Did I not put walls over here? No. Okay. I'm going to drew a... Where does that wall go? Oh, there's the express spa that we didn't actually get put in. We can do that real quick because it's not going to be a shop or anything. Basically, it comes down like that. There is a desk in here. I believe it's hardwood. I'm going to have to go back and check that. And then... Yeah, Hard Rock's not doing well. I may rezone that to get all the way over here so I can get a register over here, but basically there's a bunch of seats over here so you can get a foot massage, a manicure, pedicure, those kind of things. I don't want to put those two there. I want a space. Give me... Yeah. And then a couple tables for your manicurists. Give me the modern ones. There we go. And then there's a desk up here. I think I'm going to let this contract run out because I don't think we're going to make the sales numbers that we need. And then we will put a register up in the front here. And there we go. You got your little massage. They've got the little back massage chairs that you squish your face into, and they give you a back massage. And then next to that, there's an ATM. So it's kind of in a hallway. That's not where the vending machines are. So we'll do a vending machine there. We'll do another vending machine next to it for our ATM-esque. And then next to that is a big old Delta customer service area. Like so. Because again, I believe most of A, if not all of A, is a Delta Airlines hub. And so I think all of the gates and flights are Delta that come out. So you've got Delta customer service in here. That I don't have a picture of handy. But then you go back and to the left and there's stairs back there for public. I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw a door back here just to keep passengers from getting there. Is there anything on the bottom side? Nope, just gate A18 and a couple walk-a-lators. Then there's a walk-a-lator here. And a walk-a-lator here. Yeah, this area is really bothering me because I just don't have a good plan for that. But we've got the stairs in place. We're not going to need to take the stairs all the way down, but we do need to connect up where that elevator is going to go in order to get people over to the B gates. So we're going to do this, and let's actually pause for a second. We'll do that, and I guess we'll do 2 wide. It does kind of curve in. Did see some video of some folks walking the tunnel, and oh, hold on. Where's that elevator actually sit? Okay. And there's 2 walk-a-lators at the near side, and there's 2 walk-a-lators at the far side. So there's actually 2 sets of walk-a-lators in there, which is better than what I initially saw on the map. I'm just going to fill that in. I know it doesn't need to be, but we'll fill it in anyways. You're just going to be zoned as a secure zone so that we can get the elevator down here. We need to take out that entrance. There we go, because then it ends up down here. I hate how close that is. I will go ahead and build that. We will take out those walls, and then we will kind of wall in everything else. And then you come in and you take the long walk. Come back across like that. And there's a bunch of space in there. Okay. Let's come upstairs here. Give me some taxiway. Give me taxiway across to here. Now, the escalator area coming up is right next to bathrooms, which is going to shrink up the left-hand side a little bit more, which I don't know how I feel about. Yeah, there's another set of elevators down there too, and then the bathrooms are to the left of it. Then there's gates B8 and B10, along with another set of bathrooms, and then B2, 4, and 6 on the far left. Okay, I'm gonna do something nuts. We will pause, we will come this way. Oh, that is way too far. So this is the edge. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that might be roughly close. Pause, drop that in place, and boom. Don't love it, but we will see. That actually cost me a lot less than I thought it was going to. Let's come upstairs for a second. Go into planning mode because I need a tape measure, essentially. Give me a medium stand, flip. I'm going to put you here. That way I know where terminal's going to... Nope, you know what? Nope, get out of that. Get into actual build mode. 7, 8... 9. So that's going to be the base of B. Okay, probably should have gone further left. We'll go ahead and we'll take out the interior walls. You can go away. Ooh, that's gonna be a tight fit. Okay. Let's come upstairs. We will grab some... Trying to do this from here so that I can see where things are going to actually come through. Take out the interior walls. We come back downstairs. The escalator lives there. Give me an escalator. I did 2 below, didn't I? Because this is enough space for a medium stand. It'd be here. So let's pause for a second, get that in place. The first floor escalator would come up there. So it would live there. You would come up to there. And then the second one would go there. That should be 3 spaces in, and it is. Glad to see that working out. And then you come up, and again, you've got your light tile through here. 1, 2, 3, light tile through there. Your dark tile in the middle, if that calls for it there. Okay. Let's come back downstairs to here. How far back is that elevator? So basically comes like this. I'm gonna need a little terminal foundation on the right hand side because that's where the elevator lives. Taking a look at the floor here to make sure it's going to end up in the correct place. You can actually... No. The elevator sits back here. So you need to have a wall like that. Those two can go away. Save me a little bit of change. That is forward a little bit more, and that's okay. You guys want to take out the pillars there? Thank you. Elevator. Elevator gonna live right there. I mean, it's probably slightly more forward than that. Now that I'm looking at it. Sits up here. Okay, so I do need 2 more pieces of terminal foundation. Take out that. There's an ATM immediately behind the elevator. But it looks like the elevator is almost even with the kind of the front walkway area. Are we gonna take out those, please? I think I'm gonna take out. You drop in 1 more piece of terminal foundation there just to kind of give a little bit more space. I want my elevator in place. There we go. And boom. Come up and up. Oh, I can't do anything about that just yet. I need the elevator to be built so I can go up a floor. This is all... What is that? Oh, there's a sensory room back there. Okay. There's the elevator. Go ahead and we will extend that up a floor. We will take out this one. But, you can come across, come down. We will... 1, 2. And we'll throw a couple of vending machines in here for our ATMs. I don't know what Homeboy's going to do, but this needs to go away. We'll get some terminal foundation for the sensory room. To the immediate right of that is where the bathrooms live, and it's the same bathroom setup as down below. Which is 4 wide. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would go there. Let's pause and I can remove interior walls as we need to go. You all can go and you guys can go. Get a... Yeah, it doesn't matter because I'm going to copy and paste here in a quick second. What are we short on? Janitors. Oh, service techs I saw. But the whole bathrooms are going to sit right here. As soon as somebody takes out those pieces of wall. The B terminal is a little bit shorter than the A terminals. I was initially going to run them so that they are equal in length, but I don't think this is actually going to work. So we will go ahead and get bathrooms going. And yes, I realize none of this is zoned as secure. I don't have pictures of the sensory room because I wasn't honestly planning on building a sensory room or really doing much down at this end, but this has actually progressed considerably more than I was expecting it to be honest. Can I just get some tile, please? There we go. Get Some tile through here, a little tile over there, and boom. Let's zone this as secure before I forget and start to really build stuff. Yeah, I know. Elevators, escalators, all of that's a problem. You need to be secure. Actually, this whole area needs to be secure now that I'm thinking about it. Because baggage is going to live here at some point. There we go. We got our tunnel in place. And now we could even okay. I'm guessing you guys saw the same thing I saw. I was going to put the medium stand here, but if I did that, getting service vehicles around the escalator, actually, we could put it there. Because I can just come in, take out this, and then we just run a little service road like here, here, and here. And then we can get our next gate next to that. Although, retrospect, probably should have started with that one. Oh, I don't have the fundage for that. We'll do that, and is there a possibility I get this gate up and operating today? Not without some terminal foundation there. No, I'm gonna need a large amount of service road, aren't I? We will stick with grass, given the fact that we don't have any money. I'm gonna need to go back and fix you. Helps if I'm on the correct floor. You need to go away for a minute. And I will need to add some terminal foundation there so I can build here. There's nothing in this spot, but it's symmetric up top here. Now I kind of want to get B going. That's B12 and B10 respectively. So, oh. Nope, I just want that. There we go. So you are B12, technically you're B10. That may end up changing depending on... I'm not getting another 5 gates in this spot, but that's okay. We're at 17, 19. Go ahead and get a jetway in place. Nope. I feel like we were making a considerable amount of money earlier in this episode. Okay. Oh, this is a bad idea. Because I'm going to be adding other stands here, and I'm going to have to delete service road. We're going to need to get the other stands in before I actually run that one. That's going to be the better way to do things before I go any further with that. But hey, we've got the beginnings of the B terminal. I might just extend this over and get a few more stands in before we open up this tile. I do need to figure out what I'm doing over here. And then we'll kind of clean up this area in A. But I need to know where the large stands end up sitting as well. So that's going to be down the road here soonish. Oh, that's not going to sit even. Where's that opposite? I just noticed that here there is a set of stairs that take you up to this floor, as well as a set of elevators that take you up so that you can head this way and come down and go into customs. So we're not going to get 3 large stands. If we do, it's going to be pushed over ever so slightly. We will have to see on that down the road. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, checking out some more Airport CEO and seeing what we get done. As always, I hope you guys have yourselves an amazing day.